Hi everybody, I wanted to make this quick instructional video just so you can kind of get familiar with the prong collar and how we're going to be using it. Now the prong collar we primarily use for walking or any dog that is just a little bit unruly and just needs a little bit more guidance. So I want to introduce it to you. What it's made to do, it's supposed to mimic a mother's bite, and this is the way that dogs understand communication. By teaching them discomfort and negative associations to certain behaviors and then rewarding good behaviors, we're allowing dogs to make choices, and this is one of the tools that we use. So these are dual, they're not sharp. A lot of people like to call them spikes, but that's not what they are. I can run my hand through it and it doesn't cause me any type of pain. Additionally, when I put it around their neck, I want it to go on the toughest part of the neck, right underneath the ears, and I want it to feel like a watch. So a watch, typically you can't move it up and down, you can't really spin it. So the way that we adjust the size is that we remove some of these chains. So you squeeze them and then you pop them off. Now these are relatively good. The company that we get them from is called Hermspringer. They're made in Germany. It is the only brand that I recommend. All of the ones that I have ever used that are not Hermspringers, and this was back when I started dog training, all of them rusted or just not good quality. So these are the leading in the industry. Every dog trainer uses them. I highly recommend them. You can get them for $60 to $80, sometimes $100 if you can readily access them. So, as I said, we're gonna place it on their neck, underneath the strongest part of their neck. This first O-ring, sometimes they're half shaped, so they look like a crescent moon, or sometimes they are completely O-shaped. So this is where the leash is gonna be. As soon as the dog pulls, it's going to automatically constrict. Here where it has the tag, I did place a carabiner. This is going to go on the collar. So this is really great for security purposes. If for whatever reason one of these buckles snaps, it's still going to be attached to the collar, so you won't be losing your dog. Sometimes when a dog jumps or this moves a certain way, this can pop off, and now you have a dog that is off leash. So you want to be super careful about that, and especially if they're not off leash trained. So this works very similar to the way that we use e-collars. When I'm working with a dog, I'm gonna say their name first. I'm gonna pair a cue with a hand gesture. And if for whatever reason they don't listen the first time, the second one, I'm gonna give them a quick pop with a prong collar. If they don't listen the second time, or really the third time, and I say the cue, I'm going to increase the pop with the prong collar. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a system of consequence and reward. When I ask you for something, they make a decision. They're either met with positivity or a brief consequence. Now, what I'm not trying to do is abuse the dog, pain the dog, do this in a way that is harmful to them. It's a quick pop in the instant that they don't listen. Additionally, if they're doing bad behavior such as lunging, barking, going to the trash, that is an immediate correction, right? What we're trying to do is create a negative association to bad behavior. So giving them a stronger, more firm correction at the time that they do bad behavior. When we're doing obedience training, we don't really need to go super hard because they just messed up on not sitting, right? It's not bad behavior, they're just silly, right? Dogs are gonna mess up your entire life and their entire life. It's not something to hold on to emotionally or have an emotional response to. It's just the nature of dogs. They have ADD, they're silly and goofy. That's why we want them. But what we're also trying to do at the same time is that we're trying to guide them to making good decisions. We're trying to keep them safe. So this is by no means a tool to harm, but more rather a tool to communicate. What I'm planning on doing is that when we meet up with you, we give you enough resources and information on how to use this. I'm hoping that this video, in case you forgot anything, would allow you to refer back to. Of course, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, you can always reach out to me and I can address those over the phone. Thank you so much for reaching out to us and accepting us as your next dog trainer. We hope to see you in the future.